I'm creating this video because I watched a video and I hope I've had an epiphany. The video was by Justin Resells and its title is Say No to Hustle Culture. In that video, which I took some copious notes, he talks about having an extremely clear vision of what we want, treat our business like a real business, be patient, let the process happen, think on longer time scales, turn obstacles into opportunities, welcome change, stay curious, don't be afraid to spend money, don't let emotions run your business, seek balance, have your own definition of success. As I watched the video, I made some personal notes, and then afterwards, my mother, who works with me, we discussed the whole process. And I hopefully had an epiphany. In the end, I came up with a business philosophy, which I'll read to you after the fact. But really, I think what it made me think about just like right now is I have to ask the question, what am I worth? When we look at items that we're looking at in the store, considering trying to buy, we think about, well, what does it sell for? How much does it cost? Is it worth it for me to buy? I'm telling you that those are the wrong questions. The question you really need to ask is, am I worth that item? I'm going to have to spend time cleaning it. I'm going to have to spend time photographing, drafting, listing, storing, shipping. Have I been honest in my estimation of the time that's required for that whole process? Basically, am I making enough per hour? Does it compute? And I'm telling you, to this point, it hasn't. I've made unwise choices. I've made a lot of things based on emotion, which is what you're not supposed to do, because I see items and I see value. If you haven't watched Kaylee Elaine, you need to watch her. She is amazing at how she really dials into the cost per item, the money generated. What is she truly profiting from when she buys an item? And if it's not worth it to her, she puts it back on the rack, she walks away. I've got to learn to do that. I'm beginning to learn to do that. But as you will see, I'm going to show you my workspace. This is my shipping area. That's the desk. That's the only flat space I have in the whole place to ship from. But this is my storage area, which is, by the way, looking significantly better. But this is just the finished storage. This does not include the 10 by 30 storage unit I have, the 10 by 20 storage unit I have, and the upstairs here, which is about another 1,500 square feet. So I have 3,000 square feet here, plus 300, plus 200. All full of stuff. I'm using my dining room as a workspace, which my husband's not happy about. I have an office at home, which is full of stuff. Again, not happy. I have no room to practically sit. So what's caused all of this? It's the fact that I see value in things, but those things aren't worthy of me. And so I need to turn that around. I need to figure out how to set a boundary, whether it's a minimum price or it's something that I truly am in love with and I just can't turn loose of it. I've got to sell it because for whatever reason, I'm emotionally attached to it, which generally I'm not. I'm financially emotionally attached. I'm not emotionally attached with my heart. If that makes any sense. I can let go of things. That's not a problem. My problem is if I feel like it has value, can I give it away? No. That's what I have a really hard time with. So I'm going to have to learn, first of all, to not pick it up from this point on. Don't even let it come home with me. If it's not worth my time, it's not worth me, it stays in the store. Second of all, I've got to go through all of my stock, which is a tremendous amount, and then find things that, again, aren't worthy of me. And they need to either go to a yard sale or get donated. Doesn't matter. They just got to go. I need space. I need clarity. I need peace. I need to be able to work, and I need to enjoy my work. And right now it's stressful. I love what I do, but I don't love the conditions that I'm doing it in, and I don't love the grief that I'm getting from my family for the way that I'm doing it. So in comes my new business philosophy. I'll put this up on the screen eventually when I learn how. My first one is be reasonable. My time is valuable. Don't waste time on items that are low value and take forever to sell. It's better to move on and work on items that will sell quickly and generate a profit than to try and salvage $1. What is it? They say a nickel's holding up a dime, and that's what I'm doing. I'm spending my time listing $10 items when I've got $150 items in a box somewhere that haven't been listed. So that needs to change. Don't be emotional. I need to be willing to let things go because it is a responsible business decision. It's far better to have a clean, functional work environment with better products online, lower overhead, which my storage units are costing me every single month, and better yet, peace of mind to know that I'm making sound business decisions and I'm turning a profit. Right now, all of my money goes right back into paying for all this space, and that's no fun. Because again, I'm not getting a paycheck yet. I haven't had a paycheck, which is ridiculous. It's paying for expenses, but I haven't gotten any money for my time. My time is worth more. I'm worth more. You're worth more if you make these wise decisions. Be balanced. I don't want to work night and day, week in, week out. I want to enjoy my work, and I want to be able to spend time doing other things that I like to do. Besides this, whether it's crafting, traveling, time with friends, I want to spend that time doing what I want to do and making my time here more profitable and more successful. I need to establish protocols. Periodically evaluate my business processes to ensure that these are practical and functional. I love, again, referring back to Kaylee Elaine, I love the fact that she goes through and she writes down every single process, every single step that she does from when it enters the building until it goes out the door is sold. And she's constantly refining those, trying to get the time down, the amount of energy that is spent on it, because energy is money. She's paying people. I just hired someone to work with me. I'm paying her. I need to make sure that I'm getting the most value from that person and her time as I am with mine. So I need to put these protocols into place and stop trying to wing it. I'm very much a person who flies by the seat of her pants. That's not working. It's not working at all. So I need to change that. Keep perspective. The world's exploding with stuff. There's no end to it. I don't need all this stuff, and I cannot handle all this stuff that's available. There's a quote that I saw from a show of hoarders. Mom and I were addicted to hoarders for a while because we kept thinking, maybe that'll be us one day. I sincerely hope not. But there was a quote where this woman said she finally came to the understanding that this stuff is not my friend. She kept thinking if she surrounded herself with things, that those were her friends. And she finally understood that those were not her friends. I enjoy looking for things. I hear people use the comment, the thrill of the hunt. Okay. But I don't want that thrill to be my master. Notice I didn't say the hunt. The hunt's fine. Everybody's hunting for stuff. But that thrill has controlled me, and that needs to stop. And I know a lot of you out there are buying more than you can possibly sell. You end up with these huge death piles, death mountains, death Swiss Alps, whatever you want to call them, because not that you're hoarders, but you just don't have enough time to process all of the items that you have. That's got to stop. It's got to stop. You've got to get control over that thrill. And so that's my goal right now, is to get that under control. So when I finally defined what my idea of success is, because that's what he said. First thing was have a clear view of what we want, and then the last thing he said was define our version of success. I want to sell items that I'm interested in. I don't want to sell things that are boring, repetitive. So, if I'm all over the place and I'm selling glassware and clothes and health and beauty aids, that's fine. If I enjoy it, I want to sell it, because that makes me feel good. But I also want to pay me for my time and effort. I want to make a profit, and I want to allow me to help others along the way, whether it's like through videos like this or mentoring someone who wants to get started in the business. I love doing that. I love sharing my knowledge, and I'm passionate about what I do. So, I can make it fun, but I want to help others along the way. And then I want the freedom to do other things. So my definition of success is sell items I'm interested in, pay me for my time and efforts, make a profit, allow me to help others along the way, and then the freedom to do other things. So I hope that my epiphany will benefit you as well, because we all are on this journey together. There's no end of stuff. There is the possible pitfall that a lot of new sellers fall into, which is buying low value things, thinking that, volume is where it's at. Now, make sure you are feeling the worth. You are being accepted for what your value is, your time, your efforts. All of that, it's got to come back to you enjoying it and you feeling vindicated, like this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and validated by all of the processes working for you. So I hope that you'll follow my journey as I try to implement more and more of these new beliefs that I have, and this new way I'm going to try to run the business. And I hope that you'll watch as this whole mess, this mess, and like I said, this is just the downstairs, and this is just one location. I hope you'll watch as this mess gets under control and my business starts to really take off. So thank you for watching. I hope you will like and subscribe. And if you have any comments, please, I'm open to suggestions and any help that I can get along the way from anybody who's learned from their own journey. Anyway, thanks so much and have a great day. Get to work now. Bye.